For the Record, proudly brought to you by
Brand Source Home Gallery, inspiring luxury, and JN Money.
From abroad to yard.
Fast, affordable, convenient. Doctor's Hospital. Peace of mind is important when life happens. Doctor's Hospital, always there for you. Call 949-6066. And Cayman Airways. Call them on 949-2311 to book your nonstop flights to Los Angeles and Panama. And Kirk Market. Experience a world of choice. And the Cayman Islands National Museum. Explore captivating exhibits and learn about our unique heritage and culture.
We ask our listeners and viewers to avoid any statements or comments which are abusive, derogatory, malicious, or defamatory. Do not use indecent language or make any statement that is false or misleading. Call 1-800-534-8255, 949-6990. 949-8037 or WhatsApp us on 925-3261.
Live from Radio Cayman Studio.
This is For the Record with Orrett Connor.
Hear from your government officials, independents, and the opposition on issues that matter to you.
For the Record.
Engage in an open dialogue between residents and lawmakers.
With Orrett Connor.
Informative, impartial, insightful.
This is For the Record.
1-800-534-8255. Your calls, your input. This is For the Record. And now, your host, Orrett Connor.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. O land of soft, fresh breezes and verdant trees so fair. Today is Wednesday, the 12th day of February 2025, right here in the beautiful Cayman Islands. We do hope and we trust that everyone had a restful, peaceful, enjoyable evening. Those of you who are on our roads, we urge you to please be extremely cautious. Ensure that you observe the rules of the road. Remember, the life you save may just be your own. Also, I want to remind drivers this morning as well. I'm not an auto mechanic, but I do believe that you don't burn any additional fuel when you have your headlights on, because your headlights are working by virtue of electricity that is provided by the battery. The battery isn't powered by fuel. It is, has an electrical charge to it. And the reason that I'm saying this is that early in the mornings, when the sun still isn't up yet, there are so many drivers out there driving without their headlights on. For what reason, I don't know. Unless they're not operational, why would you want to drive without your headlights on? Because you want to have the ability to see people, and most importantly, you need other drivers to see you as well, especially when you're negotiating those roundabouts, because you don't use your indicators anyway to indicate which direction that you're going. If you use your indicators, then automatically the indicator light comes on. But we see more and more people out there, whether it's ignorance in terms of the use of headlights or what, I don't know. But if you're one of those drivers who don't like to put your headlights on when it is still dawn and your visibility is reduced, as well as the visibility of other drivers, then please use your headlights, because it's important for you to see, and it is equally important for other road users to see you as well. So for that, we just simply want to say, please use your headlights. Those of you who are celebrating a birthday today, we want to wish you a happy birthday. And to remind you that the For the Record birthday shout-outs brought to you by Coca-Cola, who are proud to support your birthday shout-outs. Coca-Cola available across the Cayman Islands from Tortuga. Wholesalers, you should accept no substitutes. Taste the feeling. with Coca-Cola, and also by Yum. Yum, which be with you in a second. Coming with the rest of the commercial. Okay, so let's start that all over again. So, for the record, birthday shoutouts brought to you by Coca-Cola, who are proud to support your birthday shoutouts. Coca-Cola, available across the Cayman Islands from Tortuga wholesalers. You should accept no substitutes. Taste the feeling with Coca-Cola. And by Yum. Daily school lunch menus are available to browse on the Yum website. Just visit yumcayman.ky for more information. Those of you who have lost loved ones, again, we want to extend our sincere condolences to you. We hope and we trust that your faith will help to carry you through these extremely challenging times, and that the memories of your loved ones will be a blessing as well. We want to extend our condolences to the family of the late Mr. McCurley Green, and also to the family of Miss Bernice, who passed away, unfortunately passed away yesterday evening, or during the course of yesterday as well. So we want to extend our sincere condolences to both families. Those of you who are ill, and if you're either at home or at a medical facility here in the Cayman Islands or overseas, we want to wish you a speedy recovery as well. And again, we want to extend our well wishes to our colleague and friend here at Radio Cayman, DJ Lynn, wishing him a speedy recovery, as well as another friend over in Tampa who is also in recovery as well. So, folks, I want to thank you. Had a little shaky start this morning, but I still want to thank you for allowing Radio Cayman, and by extension For the Record, into your homes, into your vehicles, as you traverse the busy roads of the Cayman Islands, into your places of work, wherever that may be. As you know, For the Record is a show produced by the staff and management of Radio Cayman, and it is geared towards keeping you abreast of issues as they arise and play out on the local, regional, and international scene. I'm your host, Orrett Connor, and you're welcome to join me every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 7:30 a.m. until 10 a.m. During that period, our phone lines are open. Beautiful radio voice of Miss Susan Watson waiting to take your calls. You can call us on our toll-free number provided courtesy of Flo. That toll-free number is 1-800-534-8255. You can also call us on 949-8037, 949-6990, or WhatsApp number 925-3261. Follow us on YouTube by subscribing to Radio Cayman live stream, and we are also on Facebook as well. So let's look at the birthday days shout-outs this morning. Again, courtesy of Coca-Cola, who are proud to support your birthday shout-outs. Coca-Cola, available across the Cayman Islands from Tortuga wholesalers. You should accept no substitutes. Taste the feeling with Coca-Cola. And by Yum. Daily school lunch menus are available to browse on the Yum website. Just visit yumcayman.ky for more information. So we see Miss Julia Hutton celebrating her birthday today. So we want to say happy birthday to Miss Julie Hutton. Upcoming birthdays tomorrow, the 13th of February, Myra Ryan Ebanks celebrating a birthday. Also tomorrow, Miss Shirley Rolston celebrating her birthday. Brian Cummings celebrating a birthday tomorrow, as well as Hope Bennett Rivers celebrating a birthday. If you know someone who's celebrating a birthday or any other momentous occasion, share that information with us here on For the Record, and we will certainly give them a birthday shout out right here on For the Record. We will not have any guests in the studio this morning, so the entire show will be dedicated to you, our listeners, those of you who want to call in and talk about various subjects, or if you just want to send a WhatsApp message in with some comments, that may in itself generate some discussion as well. Again, this is to give you, our valued audience, an opportunity to converse with us, to have your views heard as well. And that's part of what we do so well right here at Radio Cayman as well. Okay, want to remind, talking about road safety, which I usually talk about in the first part of the show, the Royal Cayman Islands Police Service yesterday, the 11th of February, issued a reminder on road safety. Their press release goes on to talk about that the past week, officers responded to 92 motor vehicle collision reports, a higher than average number for the period. Folks, 92 motor vehicle collisions in 1 week. And that's what is reported. Doesn't include those where you have the fender benders and the parties decide that they're going to really settle it amongst themselves. So the press release goes on to say, of these, the vast majority were damage-only collisions with minor damage reported. 5 of these collisions resulted in drivers being arrested on suspicion of DUI, with 3 additional DUI arrests made from proactive vehicle stops over the weekend. In one of these, the driver was stopped after a check with the handheld scanner revealed the vehicle's license had been expired for over 4 years. Expired license for over 4 years. Police are taking this opportunity to remind the public to practice safe driving habits. Do not drink and drive. Reduce your speed on the roadways. Give 100% of your attention to driving, and especially ensure that you do not use your mobile phones while driving. As we move further into 2025, it remains as important as ever to stay safe on our roads, says Chief Superintendent Brad Ebanks. Persons are still taking unnecessary risks when driving, making it unsafe for themselves and other road users, which is why we continue to prosecute motorists who do so. However, we would like to recognize and thank the members of our community who do continue to ensure their safety and the safety of others by making good driving decisions and driving defensively, which means driving with caution, following the rules of the road, and being aware of your surroundings so that you can identify and avoid dangerous situations as well. We do have a caller. Let's go to the phone lines. Since we have about 1 minute before we go to the break, we're going to take the break, and then as soon as we return, we're going to take our first caller. Caller, just hang in there. Please stay tuned. For the record, we'll be back shortly.
The Cayman Islands boasts of a long, colorful, and rich history. In tribute to our roots, Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands, is pleased to bring you the Historical Vignette Series. Brought to you by Rotary Central. For more than 110 years, Rotary members have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to take action on sustainable projects. The Cayman Islands, He hath founded it upon the seas.
Solomon McCherry Ebanks, 1901 through 1990. McCherry Ebanks grew up in West Bay and went to sea at 16. At the age of 26, he became a navigator and from then was known affectionately as Captain McCherry. During World War II, he risked his life and those of his crew to sail between Cayman and Tampa, bringing food and supplies to his countrymen. Captain McCherry was also a turtler, sailing regularly to the Mosquito Keys. When he retired from sea, he established a store in West Bay and became a farmer, raising cattle and ground provisions. He thus supplied the community with fresh beef,
fruits and vegetables and the basic necessities of life. He was married to Louise Editha Ebanks, and they had 8 children. He assisted many people in his community, including his nephews who were orphaned at a young age and raised by Captain McCherry and his wife. He was a man of foresight who saw the need to invest in his island, which he did by purchasing property. During his later years, the sale of some of the property enabled him to maintain an independent livelihood for his wife and himself.
Radio Cayman's Historical Vignettes was brought to you by Rotary Central. For more than 110 years, Rotary members have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to take action on sustainable projects.
It will be Saturday, March 1st, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The 13th Annual Rotary Central Health Check Lifesaver, a mini medical just for you, free to you. Your blood pressure, blood sugar, cholesterol, hemoglobin, weight management, and more. Free medical guidance, doctors, nurses, medical technicians, free glucometers, blood pressure monitors, subject to conditions. Save the date March 1. See you at Cost You Less West Bay Road, A.L. Thompson's Home Depot, Foster's Airport, Foster's West Bay, Savannah United Church. The Rotary Central Health Check 25 Lifesaver, March 1st, supported by the Lions Club of Tropical Gardens and the Health Services Authority of the Cayman Islands, knowing changes everything.
Shipping to the Cayman Islands is fast, reliable, and seamless thanks to Cayman Airways Cargo. Need it faster than ocean freight? Cayman Airways Cargo offers multiple cargo flights to Grand Cayman from Miami weekly, so your packages, whether big, small, or in between, will arrive in no time. You can even use a Cayman Airways Cargo US address for your online shopping. Cayman Airways Cargo is also the only carrier providing air freight services for Cayman Brac and Little Cayman. Contact us today and see why Cayman Airways Cargo was voted as Cayman's best cargo and logistics company in the Best of Cayman Awards. For details, visit caymanairways.com/cargo.
Can you imagine your home completely organized? At Brand Source Custom Closets, we can. We specialize in designing and building custom closets and storage units for any room in your home, including the garage. With tailored designs and custom LED lighting solutions to fit your lifestyle and budget. Our custom closets expert is committed to enhancing the value of your home with a solution that is uniquely yours. Visit our showroom or call 623-6774 to schedule a no-obligation appointment with our design expert. Brand Source Custom Closets, 209 Dorsey Drive, Industrial Park.
Looking for fresh, healthy food that's full of flavor? Then you've got to visit Kirk Market. Our dishes are made with fresh, high-quality ingredients. Enjoy vibrant mixed greens or satisfying pasta salads. Or try one of our delicious grill options like blackened chicken, spicy beef steak, or grilled salmon. Looking for something light and flavorful? We've got sushi rolls and poke bowls prepared daily. And don't forget to explore a hot bar or Billy Fresh salad at the salad bar. Stop by Kirk Market today for breakfast, lunch, or dinner and taste the difference. Eat well, live well with Kirk Market.
West Bay Pharmacy in Centennial Towers, a compounding story.
I don't think people realize how pain creeps into your life. It has a way of robbing your strength. I really don't like taking prescription medication orally.
West Bay Pharmacy in Centennial Towers. They understand.
When it comes to compounded medication, it's personal. So whenever there's a problem with some medication or treatments that's not working right, then a physician will call me and say, hey, they're having bad side effects from this medication.
Compounding pain cream changed the game. Made special for me. Significant pain relief in the form of a cream. That is a new experience for me.
It's changed his life.
It worked.
Ask your pharmacist or healthcare provider about compounding at West Bay Pharmacy in Centennial Towers. Call 914-6449.
What's that? No sugar, same amazing taste? Coca-Cola Zero Sugar is here to stay.
No one can stop me when I taste the feel.
Classic taste, pure satisfaction. Be sure to stop into any Tortuga location and get your own case of Coke Zero. Or grab an ice-cold one straight from the cooler. Brought to you by Tortuga Distributors Limited. Coca-Cola, taste the feeling, Cayman.
Hi, I'm Max. What's your favorite part of school?
I love science. I love playing outside. What's yours?
It's lunch.
Ha! Yum. Yes, yum.
Yum School Lunch program ensures your kids have fresh, healthy lunch options every day. Yum School Lunches are now available at selected private and public schools across Grand Cayman.
My favorite food from school is pasta, jerk chicken, and spaghetti and meatball.
I love Cayman style beef, chicken curry. Yum. We love school lunch. Yum.
This is For the Record.
Good morning and welcome back to For the Record. We're going straight to the phone lines. Caller, good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
Morning, and you got 6 minutes before the news?
10 minutes. 10.
I know, I'm just teasing.
Okay.
Morning. Yes, yesterday I was on Eastern Avenue, and when I got to the red light, it was on red.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe you can turn on red if nothing is coming. So when I stopped, I was looking down to see if anyone was coming from, let's say, from the Tang area, because the public buses was there parked up, you understand?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So you couldn't see if anyone was coming. So this car behind me, just start blowing, and I'm like, what's their problem? So I wouldn't leave until I made sure that my way was clear. And how it goes, up Shading Road driving, and when I got to the compass, this gentleman drive up on the sidewalk, the cement dry walk, kissing my car door and my hood. And he popped off some words yesterday that I don't think the children in England learned them yet.
Wow.
I don't think the England children learned them yet. Undespicable to see that I didn't move fast enough for him. And then he got to take his little self when he got a chance and drive up on the walkway.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And he practically had half he bought out the window saying what he wanted to say to me. You see, this is just a touch of the iceberg that's happening here and going to continue, and it's going to get worse if we don't do something, because of this road rage.
Yes.
It's not needed. It's not needed. This island is too small to be living like cats and dogs in the road on a daily basis. So I don't know how it's going to be fixed. And I said before, and I'll say it again, we need to do, not when I say we, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Some check need to be done on mental health with our people. The alcohol consumption that's being taken up on a daily basis on our roads while they are just driving with pleasure or working. They are living in and out of the liquor stores, and that needs to stop. Them liquor stores need to have a different timing that they're having. They're having like from 10 in the morning until like 10 o'clock at night. Can you imagine that amount of time they could go and accumulate? How many times you want to go in there and have something to drink and then driving on our roads and doing the stuff that you're all doing? It is uncalled for. Something needs to be done. I don't know what it is, but something needs to be done and done fast. Because there was no need for that little young man. And he was not one of us. I don't have to call no nation. He's not one of us. The word that he used, I don't hear them here too often, and they came on your mouth. You got to really get them stirred up, and that's not our word need at a degree, But I just pray that we could do some more about our roads with the traffic of the way that they're behaving, and get a mental health check. A mental health check need to be done, because then we're bringing in people here from all over the world, and we have nothing on them what condition they're in their mind. Just pushing them off and behind the car. And I've seen some police officers out here teaching people to drive. And instead of him talking to the woman that he's teaching or the man, he's in his phone. He's in his phone, and the person is driving. I mean, we got too much foolishness going on our roads right now. Too much. But anyhow, it's too early for this. I'll leave you with that.
Okay. Are you still there, caller?
Yeah, I'm here.
Again, coming down this morning, I was thinking the authorities, for some reason, have failed to, or maybe I haven't heard it, to fail to address what we're doing. My understanding is that for the whole traffic department, they have an assignment of only 10 officers. So we know how limited they are in terms of having persons on the road. But why aren't we using smart technology to at least identify the scofflaws, the culprits?
True.
Charge them, have legislation in place that allows you to use the technology, use the results of that technology to bring charges against the driver if you know who the driver is, and if you don't, then the registered owner of the vehicle. Then they should be able to identify that individual. But we haven't heard anything from the authorities in relation to what they're doing. There seems to be a reluctance on the part of government to fine people, increase the fines, increase the surveillance, because they don't want it to appear as if they're trying to make money off of this issue. No, they're not trying to make money off of it, but just like everything else, you have to pay for what you do, or you pay for what you get. You don't go into the store and get free things. You have to pay for it. Exactly. So you don't commit offenses out there and simply expect to get a slap on the wrist while you're endangering other persons, while your actions and your accidents, they're causing the insurance rates for everyone else to go up as well. We need to hold them accountable, but we seem to be reluctant to do that.
I don't know what they're waiting on, OC, but they better start doing something fast. And talking about car lights not being on in the morning, let me tell you something. I back up on a lot of them there on Newlands. Some of them do have no lights on. Some of them may have one light on. Some do have no brakes light. And I don't know how to get these cars past to have them running on the roads. And then we got, see, before you go, the dump trucks. I live in America for almost 10 years, and I've never heard a dump truck drive the way that it drives here in the Cayman Islands. These guys, I don't know, I hear that they got something up in their mufflers to make all this noise. How true it is, I don't know. But these dump trucks are making extremely too much noise while they are on the road. They need to be checked out to see what the problem is. I've never heard dump trucks in my life drive the way the driving came and the noise that they're making. They're constantly making noise. They're not even driving smooth at no point in time. It needs to be looked into. It's ridiculous. You can't hear nothing. All you can hear is this echo coming behind you. If the ambulance is coming, the fire truck is coming, you can't even pull out because the truck is making so much noise to distract you from trying these guys to go try to save someone's lives. I mean, it is all of these new politicians, all of these guys who want to run for the election, they better put something in the manifesto, come out and try to get somebody to put them in, because this is the problem we have out here in the real world.
Yeah, and remember what I said about that. When they tell you what they're going to do, they need to tell you also how they're going to do it.
How they're going to do it.
Yes.
Because once that government is made and they're in the back bench sitting down, goodbye. They ain't doing nothing. They can't get nothing done. Absolutely nothing. But I'm asking God to please have mercy on this election this year, because a lot of guys is signing up for this election. He can only select so many. And please, I just hope that it be a clean one and a safe one.
Okay.
That's all I pray for. But anyhow,
thank you. Thank you very much. You have a good day. Bye. Stay safe as well. I'm not sure if I did this, and I'm going to do it again just in case. It was a birthday shout out that I received on Friday, And I'm not sure if I did this on Monday, but belated birthday greetings to go out to Dwight, who celebrated his birthday on the 6th, coming from his wife Tracy and children Kai, Kaleo, and Kelani. And also special birthday greetings were to go out to Kai Jefferson, who celebrated his birthday on the 8th of February, and the birthday greetings were coming from his parents, Dwight and Tracy, grandparents, brother Kaleo, and sister Kalani, and the rest of the family. So if I did this on Monday, then you get an additional one shout out. But if I didn't, I wanted to make up for it to ensure that I didn't miss it at all. So those were belated birthday greetings going out to Dwight and also to Kai Jefferson. Folks, we've reached that time, top of the hour, the 8 o'clock news. When we return, the phone lines will continue, will remain open, and we welcome you to call in. Please stay tuned for the record. We'll be back immediately after the 8 o'clock news.
Thank you, Mr. Connor. And studio time by Foster's is 8 o'clock.
Change is in the bag at Foster's. Starting February 2025, Foster's will no longer sell single-use plastic bags at checkout. Another step in our commitment to empowering a sustainable K-Man. Bag for better with our more resilient, cost-effective reusable bag designed to help reduce plastic waste while protecting our island's natural beauty. By choosing these reusable bags and repeatedly using them, you play a pivotal role in the fight against waste. Every small choice adds up to something greater. So help us make a meaningful impact for renewal. Foster's. Better because we care.
The voice of the Cayman Islands.
89.9 FM in Grand Cayman and 93.9 FM in Cayman Brac and Little Cayman.
Silver wings shining in the sunlight.
Radio Cayman.
The 8 a.m. news is brought to you by ValueMed Pharmacy. Save time and order your prescription refills online at value-medpharmacy.com. VALU-medpharmacy.com.
For today's biggest news.
Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands.
I'm April Cummings with your latest news. The tourism minister tables the 2022 annual report for the Cayman Turtle Conservation and Education Center in Parliament.
The audited financial statements show that the net loss for the year ended 31st of December 2022 was $9.578 million.
The Honourable Kenneth Bryan tells MPs back in 2022 the total assets for CTC were $73 million, with total liabilities at $9 million and shareholder equity at $64 million. The annual report received an unqualified opinion by the Auditor General. One of the 6 bills passed into law at the last meeting of Parliament amended the Customs and Border Control Act and was tabled by Labour Minister the Honourable Dwayne Seymour.
The purpose of the bill is twofold: a measure to increase revenue for the Cayman Islands government and an effort to strengthen compliance and enforcement.
Mr. Seymour says the new fees and adjustments will generate some $9 million in revenue over the next 2 years.
The bill is being presented as a result of a review of fees relating to the operations of Workforce Opportunities and Residency Cayman and Customs and Border Control. The review has revealed that the fees have not been adjusted in more than 10 years. The existing fees are disproportionate to the realities of the current operating landscape and are therefore due for adjustment.
The minister says in light of increased operational costs, it has, quote, become necessary for the fees to be adjusted to maintain efficient operations at both work and CBC.
The bill, Mr. Speaker, proposes 2% rate for temporary imports, an administrative fine for overstayers, an administrative fine of $5,000 for a master or a captain of a vessel transporting passengers or crew to the islands who are not in possession of required entry documents or attempt to provide false documents.
You can find the bill online at gov.ky. A fundraising shortfall for Meals on Wheels after the annual Change for Change donation drive earlier this month, while more than 300 volunteers spread out across Grand Cayman helping to raise funds. The amount raised was just over $36,000. That's a big drop when you compare it to 2024 at $60,000. Meals on Wheels feeds the seniors of the Cayman Islands. Volunteers of all ages took part in the two-day drive, collecting donations at key locations across the island. Meals on Wheels says many of the donors told them that they could only afford to give about 10% of what they donated in prior years. That is your latest local news. I'm April Cummings. Now to the BBC for stories making headlines around the world.
BBC News with Moira Alderson. Refugees at Sudan's largest displacement camp, Zamzam in North Darfur, says it's been stormed and looted by the RSF paramilitary group, forcing thousands of people to flee. Eyewitnesses say a market was set ablaze and there were casualties. The RSF denies the reports. UN human rights investigators say they believe 1,400 people were killed during last year's anti-government protests in Bangladesh, mostly by the security forces. Demonstrators forced Sheikh Hasina from power. 2 US naval vessels have sailed through the sensitive Taiwan Strait for the first time since President Trump took office. The mission suggests Mr. Trump will, for now, help maintain the status quo between Taiwan and China. Russia has dismissed proposals by Ukraine for the two countries to swap land they've captured. President Zelensky had suggested he could withdraw Ukrainian troops from the Kursk region of Russia if the Russians in return pulled out of Ukrainian land, which they currently occupy. The Kremlin spokesman called this impossible. A whistleblower in Nigeria has alleged that Shell ignored repeated warnings of corruption and other failings in its cleanup of oil-polluted areas in southern Nigeria. The energy giant denied the accusations made in a BBC investigation. Nigerian mobile phone customers say they're furious at a big rise in prices by major networks. MTN, Nigeria's largest operator, trebled prices for its mobile and internet packages. Other firms are likely to do the same. Police in Italy have published secretly recorded conversations between alleged mafia members complaining about the calibre of new recruits. One laments that crime bosses no longer had the same influence as the character Don Corleone in The Godfather. More than 100 fishermen stranded on a slab of ice have been rescued in Russia's remote Far East. The ice was drifting in the Sea of Okhotsk. That's the latest BBC News.
The 8 a.m. news is brought to you by ValueMed Pharmacy. Save time and order your prescription refills online at value-medpharmacy.com. VALU-medpharmacy.com.
Now, more than ever, supporting your immune system is crucial to helping your body fight off illnesses like the common cold, the flu, and COVID-19. At ValueMed Pharmacy on Walkers Road and in Buttontown, we carry all the essential vitamins and minerals to help support your immune system and improve your overall health. Some of our top immunity support picks are vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, elderberry, and quercetin, or the popular 7-in-1 immunity support. Our pharmacists are always on hand to help guide you and answer any questions. Visit ValueMed Pharmacy on Walkers Road or Buttontown. Live happy, live healthy with ValueMed Pharmacy.
Stay in touch with Radio Cayman with the latest up-to-date, accurate news and information. For your convenience, the headline news will be repeated on our sister station, Breeze 105.3 FM, weekdays at 8:30 a.m. Follow Radio Cayman on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or download the Radio Cayman app in the App Store or log on to www.radiocayman.gov.ky and stay connected to what's happening in the community. Radio Cayman, your voice, your choice, your radio.
Tune in every Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. for Radio Cayman's Midday Newscast. Radio Cayman, the people's station, your trusted official source for the latest news. The 12 p.m. news is proudly brought to you by Health City Cayman Islands. World-class healthcare within your reach.
The Cayman Islands Fire Service will be commencing comprehensive fire safety inspections across all public occupancy buildings. These inspections are in accordance with the Fire Safety Code and are critical in maintaining a safe environment. We appreciate the cooperation of all business owners, property managers, and the general public in this important initiative. Together, we can prevent fire-related incidents and enhance the overall safety of our community. For more information on the Fire Safety Code and what to expect during the inspections, please contact the Cayman Islands Fire Service Fire Prevention Unit at 949-2499 or email us at firesafetyinspections@gov.ky.
The 8 a.m. weather update brought to you by
CG Britcay, where people come first.
Good morning. Let's take a look at the latest weather report. Current temperature is 78 degrees. Relative humidity is 88%. The barometric pressure is 29.95 inches and rising. The wind is out of the east at 5 knots. Overnight low was 75. Synopsis indicate moderate southeasterly winds and seas are expected to continue across the Cayman area for the next 24 hours in association with a high-pressure system over the Atlantic Ocean. Radar images show isolated showers moving in and around the Cayman area, moving towards the northwest. Now, the forecast for today, calling for partly cloudy skies with a 30% chance of showers, mainly for Cayman Brac and Little Cayman. Temperatures will be in the mid-80s. Winds will be east to southeast, 10 to 15 knots. Seas will be moderate with wave heights of 3 to 5 feet. Tonight, partly cloudy with 20% chance of showers and temperatures dipping to the mid-70s tonight. Your winds will be east to southeast at 10 to 15 knots and seas will be moderate with wave heights of 3 to 5 feet. You can expect a high this morning at 9:50, low this afternoon at 3:58, and a high tide again tonight at 9:47. The sun will set this evening at 6:23 and will rise tomorrow morning at 6:55. And the outlook is calling for moderate northeasterly winds and higher gusts and moderate seas from Friday as a high-pressure system drifts over the southeastern United States and into the Atlantic Ocean through Saturday. And that's the very latest on your weather report.
Take some advice from your Aunt Angie. Don't lie on your resume. Because if you say you've got trapeze experience, someone might shoot you out of a cannon and expect you to do a gymnast routine while flying through the air at 82 miles an hour. And just because you want to land on your feet doesn't mean you will. But if you're smart, you'll have CG medical insurance, so you get the best coverage for the price.
Get the best coverage for the price. CG Britcay. Good like that. All benefits are subject to policy provisions, including eligibility at the time of service.
The 8 a.m. weather update brought to you by
CG Britcay, where people come first.
The Cayman Islands Agricultural Society presents Roots, Rock, Reggae with reggae superstar Taras Riley live in concert at the Agricultural Fairgrounds on Saturday, March 1st, alongside Mr. Notch and Local Motion 345, Sugar Daddy, Sound Revolution, and more. It's Roots, Rock, Reggae going down Saturday, March 1st at the Agricultural Fairgrounds. General admission tickets only $45 and VIP $65 with access to the raised viewing platform. Purchase your tickets now at eventpro.ky. Roots, Rock, Reggae is brought to you by the Ministry of Planning, Agriculture, Housing and Infrastructure, Cayman Distributors, Coca-Cola, and Cayman Airways.
social media, X, formerly Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Interact with our talk shows on YouTube. Download our official Radio Cayman app, or you can log on to our website, www.radiocayman.gov.ky. You can also add us to WhatsApp
on 925-3261.
All the latest information, breaking news, community events, and more. Radio Cayman.
The traffic report is brought to you by Subway. Enjoy a delicious start to your day with breakfast from Subway.
Good morning once again. Let's take a look at what's happening on the road. Some roads are wet, so please drive with extra caution. Coming off of the Esther Tibbetts Highway, traffic is moving on moderately and heading towards the Industrial Park area. Moderate flow of traffic in both directions on North Sound Road. Coming from the east, expect some delays as you head on down to Georgetown. Linford Pearson Highway, traffic is moving on steadily. Shamrock Road as well. Slow moving traffic on Crew Road. Expect some delays there. Coming off of Agnes Way and Bobby Thompson Way, traffic is also steady. Into Georgetown on Shedron, not looking too bad as traffic flowing moderately. Edward Street is closed and diversion in place. Please follow the traffic signs in that area. Coming from the West Bay four-way stop, traffic is moderate as well as on Owen Roberts Drive. Godfrey Nixon Way and Eastern Avenue flowing moderately in both directions. That's what's happening on your roads. Join us again at about 10 minutes past 12. We'll give you another look at traffic. Remember, click it or ticket.
Did you know ordering your favorite sandwich from Subway just got easier? Yeah, picture this. No more waiting in line. No more fussing with cash. Just a delicious taste of Subway at your fingertips. With our new app, ordering your go-to sub is as easy as a few taps on your phone. Plus, receive exclusive deals and earn loyalty points with every purchase made on the app. Download the new Subway app today and get ready to ditch the lines and drive straight into your flavor. Visit the App Store or Google Play Store on your mobile phone and search for Subway Cayman Islands. Subway. Eat fresh.
The traffic report is brought to you by Subway. Enjoy a delicious start to your day with breakfast from Subway.
My mom's a superhero. She always knows what to do when I feel icky. Yesterday, we went to West Bay Pharmacy, and they had everything she needed. Medicine, my favorite Band-Aids with dinosaurs, and even flavored vitamins. Mom says they keep our family healthy. I think they're magic. Don't tell anyone. I think superhero shop at West Bay Pharmacy. West Bay Pharmacy, where the superheroes shop. West Bay Pharmacy and Centennial Towers. Convenient quality care is just around the corner.
Get your tickets now for Grand Cayman's biggest one-day family fun day, the 56th Annual Agricultural Show at the Stacey Wattler Agricultural Pavilion in Lower Valley. Ash Wednesday, March 5th. Raffle tickets are on sale now at eventpro.ky and include general admission to the show. Not one, but two $10,000 grand prizes. All the fun, all the entertainment, the food, the animals, the plants, and homemade goodies. Get your raffle tickets now at eventpro.ky. The 56th Annual Agricultural Show, Ash Wednesday, March 5th.
For the Record with Orrett Connor.
Good morning. Welcome back to For the Record. No guests in the studio, but the phone lines will be open right up until 10 o'clock this morning for you, or most important, guests, you, the people of the Cayman Islands, for you to have your say. We do have a caller. Caller, good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
Good morning, OC.
Good morning, good morning.
Just today I only got 3 complaints to make.
Okay, only 3.
The first one is, if you remember, when the Newlands bypass was put in place, they were said there would not be subdivisions in there. And that subdivisions call for more homes, more cars, more traffic, more road rage, more everything. What I suggested was the overhead bypass, but, you know, you never hear nothing about that. What I should suggest that we take the traffic from the police department, put in a highway patrol set of people, train them properly, put in cameras along the roads, and don't just put the cameras there, make sure they work. When somebody is wrong, if it's not the driver, the owner of the vehicle would be responsible. Put some type of fines on them, and then that would help to control the traffic. But my biggest complaint this morning is workforce.
Okay.
Now, years ago, I guess when you were in immigration, it used to be where you pay the fee, and when the permit is approved, you go in and pay for it. That has stopped. Now, I'm speaking on my personal experience, not somebody what I hear on the road talk, you know. I'm talking about my personal experience. And I put in a permit in 2023 for a young man. It was deferred because he had put on his resume that he had went to a training course in Mercedes-Benz Automotive. And that wasn't part of my business at all. We reapplied, and the second time it was denied. I never got back. When we applied first, we had to pay the administration fee and the fee for the permit. When it was deferred, we had to pay again the administration fee and the permit fee.
So you paid a permit fee a second time?
Yes.
Wow.
And it was denied. This time it was, the first time it was deferred, the second time it was denied. And due to the fact I didn't know, and they didn't inform us that I would have to come in, or I would have to fill out a form
to request the refund.
To get my refund. Well, that one died. In 2024, I had 2 that I submitted again, and the people just didn't work out, so we canceled the permit. And all now, we're now in 2025, and I still haven't received no funds, even though we filled out the proper documentation for the to get the refunds. And I think we need to change that system. It should be that you pay your administration fee. When the permit is approved, they will give you 1 week to come in and pay for the permit, or it cancel, you know. But you're going to take people money, and the government is really thieves because they're taking your money and you're not getting it back.
Do you have all of your receipts still?
No, well, I don't have the one for the gentleman. I got upset and threw them all away.
Wow, you shouldn't. You should really pursue it. You should really pursue it. You should pursue your refund.
Well, the other 2 that I did, the two domestic helpers ones, we have all the documentation and we submitted it. And the last we hear they say that we were on the schedule to be paid. When? No one knows.
And if I may ask, what's the fee for a domestic helper now? What's the work permit fee annual?
Yeah, I think it was the total thing we paid was $300 and something.
Yeah, that's still money. That's your money, and you're entitled, to get it back. I think you should pursue it. You should go there and see whether or not you can speak to a supervisor or the person who's in charge of that division that deals with the refunds. But I can understand the government's reasoning for requiring that the fee be paid up front, because there are, while you're an honest customer in terms of conducting your business, there are others out there who seek to game the system as well. And then once people know that the work permits have been approved, then they simply drag their feet in terms of going in to pay the fees that are required to be paid at that point in time. So I can understand the government's reason for it. But they also, the same way that they want you to put your money up front, they need to be prepared to issue the refund to you in a timely manner as well.
Yes, or it should be, if I take my money and go put it in the bank, I'll get an interest. Right?
Yep.
But if they take my money and they got it over a year and nothing happened, that's wrong. That's not right.
Yep.
But I still say, do it the way. Pay the administration fee. And for instance, if I apply for a work permit for someone and I'm notified that I should come in within 30 days or 20 days or 5 days to pay the fee, and I don't show up, the permit is canceled, then the workforce send out their people, the security people, and pick up the person. Don't just pick up the worker, pick up the person who put in the permit, right? We can get aggressive and prove that things must be done good and right and order.
Yep.
But nobody wants to do anything that is good. Everybody just so. That's why I said, even if we get a highway patrol, you got 10 officers that work day, 10 officers early night, 10 officers late night. We could control everything with the speeding and everything on this island. But nothing is done that is right. All we get is politicians promising, and never fulfill their promise. Yep. Never fulfill their promises.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, caller.
So you have a good one, man.
You have a great day as well, and continue to pursue your refund. That is your money. That is your money. The government isn't entitled to hold on to that as well. Yes.
That's close to nearly $800 that they because it's 2 permits that like I say, the first one I give up on that because I didn't know that you had to fill out these forms to get your money back. They don't tell you all that until after the fact. That should be printed into the paperwork from the very beginning.
Yeah. Okay, caller. Thank you. Thank you very much. We're going to grab another caller. Caller, good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
Good morning, Mr. Moderator. How are you?
Good morning, sir. I am fine. How are you? Good to hear your voice.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I called too because I want to weigh in, sir, on the traffic problem. And it is no understatement to saying that traffic in this jurisdiction is a national security problem. We have too many cars on the road and too many inconsiderate drivers. And I listened to your first caller, and I've had similar experiences where when you try to correct people, many of them, not Caymanians, curse you out and challenge you, and some even threaten to violence you as if you are the culprit and not they. And it is just a matter of time, Mr. Moderator, before some serious road rage incident occurs. And in all this, I asked, where are the police? For the last 10 months, I've been on the road 5:30 every morning going into Georgetown, exiting the main road right out by the police station. And I have never, not once, at 5:30 seen a police car, and the police station is right next door to where I enter onto the road. I've never seen them. And this morning I was driving down, and my son said, "Dad, where are the police?" I said, "Enjoying their air conditioning bedroom. Enjoying their air conditioning bedroom." Someone in the police administration needs to understand now that times have changed, and we need to apply technology in order to police and control the roads. So where are the cameras? Where are the drones? And all this stuff. And if there's a manpower shortage, that's where sensible people use technology. But it seems as if we're still in the stagecoach days. And I want to say the greatest threat is these aggregate hauling trucks, which are overloaded, sometimes with huge boulders ready to tumble over the sides or to the rear of the truck.
Yes.
And the government, years ago, I proposed that, look, we should have weigh stations. None of these vehicles entering the public thoroughfare should enter without being weighed. And if they're overweight, the owner pays the fine. The government could make a lot of money by just that. Furthermore, our roads are not engineered for them to be carrying such heavy weights, be overweight on the roads, and that's what causes sinks in the road and all breaking of the pavement and all that kind of stuff. And the final thing I want to say on this is that this morning, for example, we were just coming through the roundabout by the Tomlinson roundabout. There is one big dump truck going with its lights on, and another one tailing behind with no light. Absolutely no light. Dangerous driving, putting other drivers on the road at risk. And these people are not Caymanians, because that is not how we operate. And I wonder, what is the police department waiting to do something about this? Everybody is crying out. I heard your first caller. I heard the second gentleman who just called mention that something needs to be done immediately. Otherwise, we're going to wind up in trouble.
Yeah, and we just continue to ignore it. We're letting the everything fester, and as a result of that, I agree with you. It's becoming a national security issue as well. And the first caller that called, when she spoke about the person driving up on the sidewalk, It's unfortunate that she didn't get the license plate number of that person, because we do have, anti-bullying legislation and as well.
True.
Yeah.
So we have a problem. I hope we can solve it before something bad happens. But let us see. Let us see. Have a great day, sir.
Thank you very much. You do the same as well. We have another caller. Before we go to the break, I just want to read this, though. This person has written and said there must be consideration given to the truth that issues on the road. The issue on the road is not only speeding. There are many drivers who simply do not know the road code, and more efforts need to be made to pursue ticketing drivers who obstruct traffic. And this is not a Caymanian versus everyone else issue, the person writes. Many Caymanians drive poorly as well. I want to thank that listener for those comments as well. We're going to go to a commercial break. When we return, we're going to take the caller that we have on hold. Please stay tuned. For the Record, we'll be back shortly.
Did you know that Doctors Hospital provides urgent care services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? And Doctors Hospital's urgent care physicians have access to the most advanced MRI and CT imaging in the Caribbean, providing reliable diagnostics when you need it most. When you need quality urgent care for an illness or injury, Doctors Hospital is here for you 24/7. Whether it's a migraine, chest or abdominal pain, shortness of breath, broken bones, or another urgent need, Doctors Hospital at the top of Walker's Road. Urgent care right now.
Looking for fresh, healthy food that's full of flavor? Then you've got to visit Kirk Market. Our dishes are made with fresh, high-quality ingredients. Enjoy vibrant mixed greens or satisfying pasta salads. Or try one of our delicious grill options like blackened chicken, spicy beef steak, or grilled salmon. Looking for something light and flavorful? We've got sushi rolls and poke bowls prepared daily. And don't forget to explore a hot bar or Billy Fresh salad at the salad bar. Stop by Kirk Market today for breakfast, lunch, or dinner and taste the difference. Eat well, live well with Kirk Market.
Step back in time and discover the rich history of the Cayman Islands at the National Museum. Located on the waterfront in Georgetown, the National Museum is proudly housed in the Old Courts Building, Cayman's oldest standing public building. Explore captivating exhibits and learn about our unique heritage and culture. Open Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And here's the best part, Saturdays are free for residents. Don't forget to visit our museum gift shop. Every purchase helps preserve our artifacts and the historic building we call home. Visit www.museum.ky for more information.
Your dream home starts with a vision, and often inspiration is at the heart of that vision. Brand Source Home Gallery's in-house designers are here to help bring your vision to life. Whether you're remodeling or building a new home, Brand Source Home Gallery is your one-stop solution. Explore their kitchen cabinets, sinks, faucets, bath fixtures, tubs, vanities, and more. Let Brand Source's designers help and inspire you with your next project. Call 623-5000 and schedule an appointment with a design expert at Brand Source Home Gallery, Dorsey Drive, Industrial Park, serving Cayman for 50 years.
This is For the Record.
Good morning. Welcome back to For the Record. We have open phone lines for the entire show this morning. We do have a caller. Good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
Good morning, Mr. O.C.
Hey, good morning. How art thou?
All right. I'm doing good. I hope this is the start of a former Members' Day.
Yes.
Because I believe that our collective experiences, which probably is 200-300 years of collective experiences within former members, might be beneficial at this critical stage of our country.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I want to endorse Roy's position and opinion on this traffic situation. Let me give you a little a little bit of what I experienced recently. On 2 occasions now, in the morning, coming to East End from Savannah, I have had to take drastic action. One day I was right there by the primary school in Bodden Town coming up.
Mm-hmm.
The car was coming down on my side of the road. Thankfully, they were coming slow, but they were trying to get into the traffic. Of course, me being who I am, I went right up against his bumper and backed him. He was by Mr. Ornan's house, and I backed him right up to where you turn in to go to the primary school.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, everybody in the traffic was applauding me, but it's a dangerous thing. Then, I think it was one day last week, I was coming up just below that, and there were two sets. The traffic was lined up coming west, and I'm probably doing 35, 40. And a car is coming down on my left, over on the shoulder. They were doing 30 maybe as well. So I got so frightened that I pulled right over against the cars that were in the traffic coming down.
Mm-hmm.
That is the nature of the driving in this country.
Yes.
Unlike Roy, I opined to someone recently, some time ago, that I grew up in this country and never once thought that we would have to employ mechanisms to control people's behavior. I never did, see, because we were always, and we continue to be, like Roy said, Caymanians, fearful of the authorities. When I grew up, of course, I had my time of it, you know that. Everybody knows that. I had Corvettes and whatnot. But every time we saw a police car come in, the first thing we do is look down at the speedometer because of the fear we had for the authorities. No one has it any longer. And we need to put cameras in, and this is my position now. We need to put the mechanisms in, electronic mechanisms, and we need to change the fines. If you were caught the first time, $500. Second, $1,000. Third time, $1,500, and that is within a year, and your license is revoked, suspended for 2 years. That's the only way. That may be a little drastic, but 1 year may suffice. But that's the only way we are going to curb the behavior of driving in this country, whether they're Caymanians, Jamaican, it doesn't matter what nationality you are, you're endangering people's lives. And if you were killing yourself alone, it wouldn't be so bad. We would be rid of you. But we are endangering people's lives, and drastic measures have to be taken. I hear about the police, and we're demanding police presence, but the police cannot be everywhere. But cameras can have an eye in most areas. That's how we need to do it. And any government that is entering this new phase of this country needs to address that. And they, no matter, and I advocate for the East-West Arterial, and I will continue to advocate for that. But that is not the full answer.
No, simply.
And it is a national security matter. And if we can spend money to build castles in the sky, then we can spend money for the security of this country. It further enhances security by keeping Big Brother keeping an eye on everybody, and crimes, it will deter crime as well, OC. And we need to spend the money. If we are prepared, if we're not prepared to spend the money, the security in this country is never going to change.
And caller, it is quite obvious that the authorities, including the National Roads Authority, recognize that there is a problem, because you spoke about, the controls that we have to put in place, those unsightly and what some people consider to be dangerous, and could possible obstacle to emergency vehicles traveling on the spot straight. We have had to erect those bollards there to separate the drivers in the opposing lanes because of these infractions that people create by trying to cross over the yellow line. So they recognize that there is a problem, but there's only so much that you can do from a physical standpoint to address the issue. The other component is the enforcement, and whether or not we do that by having police officers out there or using technology to enforce. And sometimes when you hit people in the pocket, that's where it hurts most, and that's hopefully where they will take corrective action as well. But while I have you on the phone, Mr. McLean, I have a question for you. I tried to call the speaker this morning, but I was unable to reach him. I was able to reach him on another issue as well. But this one, this article in Cayman News Service says Premier misled the public over the purchase of beach property, and I'm still awaiting some additional information on it. But in this article, there's a portion here that says the Department of Environment told Cayman News Service it is now seeking a correction to the Hansards, and the matter has been passed on to the Office of the Premier for review. So there, apparently, the the DOE is contesting what the Premier said in relation to the National Conservation Council, or the DOE not wanting the funds to go to the purchase of property in the BRAC to be taken from the Environmental Protection Fund. They're contesting that point. How can someone outside of Parliament go about changing, correcting the Hansards?
Yeah, see, let me take a deep breath. Okay. See, this thing of one department suing the other and whatnot seems to have empowered people. And this thing of the tail wagging the dog needs to stop, or our democracy is going to go to have, we're going to have anarchy in this country. Okay? See, the Hansards, I don't know who told CNS that, but I would advise them strongly to be very careful what they say. There is no respect for the highest office of this land. Parliament is supreme in its carrying out its duties. See, when someone becomes a member of Parliament, they are given latitude to carry out their duties. They are not told, they are not trained, nor are they given the privilege of misleading the House. Now, especially so for the Premier, That's the highest office we have in this land. We're not getting any higher than that.
Yeah, highest elected office, yeah.
Yes. Well, we'll talk about that.
Yes.
However, you see, the Hansards can be modified if, one, the Speaker recognizes that whatever was said was unparliamentary. The Speaker can order that it be struck from the Number two, if a member challenges a matter on the floor, being said on the floor, and it is proven by that member who challenged it that it is incorrect, the Speaker can forthwith ask that it be struck from the Hansards.
Mm-hmm.
No one can instruct the Speaker or request the Speaker change the Hansards.
Mm-hmm.
That is outside of the remit, because the Speaker is there to ensure that the conduct of that Parliament is carried out properly. And that's why the Speaker must be very capable, very knowledgeable. But it's the House that determines when someone is not being truthful, or the Speaker may know it himself. Something like sub judice, the Speaker will stop you, and if the Speaker thinks that it has gone a little too far and he didn't catch it in time, he or she will ask for it to be struck. But you can't, from on the outside, ask. That is akin to contempt of Parliament.
Yeah.
And you don't want to get yourself involved in contempt of Parliament.
Mm-hmm. So in my effort to be as transparent as possible, it reads here, the Department of Environment told CNS it is now seeking a correction to the Hansard, and the matter has been passed on to the Office of the Premier for review. I could possibly interpret this as meaning that through the Premier's office or through the Premier, they would seek possible clarification at the next sitting to clarify exactly, what transpired. That it could be interpreted that way.
No. It may be that if they're asking for the Speaker, for the
Premier,
to get a copy of the Hansard so they can have it to review it. But
they said here that they're seeking to have the correction to the Hansard.
I hope that was a mistake.
Yeah. I mean, if the Premier were to get additional information and she wanted to clarify what she said, that is possible. So, and it wouldn't correct what was said before, but it would basically bring clarity to what was said previously.
Yeah, but we lack the required respect for those offices. That's the problem, OC. And the press has no understanding of it either.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and the pundits in this country, we treat people like whether it is Miss Julia or someone else, we treat that position like it is some Sunday morning or Saturday afternoon shopping spree or something. And you can do whatever you want. And I'll tell you how much respect I have for those positions. The other morning I was going to Miami, OC, and the government, some of the government members, including the Premier, was there. I don't know what they were going on. That wasn't my business. I afforded them every pleasantry and respect by calling the Premier, the ministers, whatever it was. And that's who they are. I'm a former member, but that's who they are, okay? And when we got off, of course, they have protocol with them. protocol, pick them up at the plane, and take them through the diplomatic line stuff. I am not traveling with them. But out of respect for me, one of the other members of the entourage, whatever you are, said to me, "Aren't you coming with us?" No, that's not going to happen. No. That's not going to happen. I am not traveling with the premier, but if I am traveling on business with the premier, I go in that diplomatic line. That premier has a responsibility to clear me. That's the kind of respect you have to show those positions.
Yep,
agreed. I don't care who they are. If I'm in public, if I'm in private, I'll call Alden, them kind of things, and JJ and that kind of thing.
But when it's time to be formal, that you apply that there. Mr. McLean, I want to thank you. Thank you very much. Gone over about 5 minutes before a commercial break, but again, thanks for your comments. Thanks for the information that you provided in relation to the Hansards and the procedures in our parliament as well. Thank you very much, folks. We're going to take a commercial break. When we return, have a few WhatsApp messages. I'm not sure if we have a caller on hold, but the phone lines will continue to remain open for the entire show. Please stay tuned for the record. We'll be back shortly.
Shipping to the Cayman Islands is fast, reliable, and seamless thanks to Cayman Airways Cargo. Need it faster than ocean freight? Cayman Airways Cargo offers multiple cargo flights to Grand Cayman from Miami weekly, so your packages, whether big, small, or in between, will arrive in no time. You can even use a Cayman Airways Cargo US address for your online shopping. Cayman Airways Cargo is also the only carrier providing air freight services for Cayman Brac and Little Cayman. Contact us today and see why Cayman Airways Cargo was voted as Cayman's best cargo and logistics company in the Best of Cayman Awards. For details, visit CaymanAirways.com/cargo.
She hear clunk and her car stop. I was just about to send her some money, so I send it straight to her JN money transfer card. It cost me less, and perhaps she use the card, pay the garage right away. She'll get discount through the JN Rewards program in Jamaica. This card make things easy. You can even get funds at any multi-link ATM.
JN Money Transfer Card. Fast, affordable, convenient. Tell your loved ones in Jamaica about it. Sign up is free.
Accidents and illnesses can strike without warning.
Ouch!
When it comes to urgent care, every second counts. At Doctors Hospital, we have a dedicated team of experienced doctors and nursing staff available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Don't waste time in an overcrowded emergency room when you need urgent care. Whether it's a broken bone, a severe infection, or a sudden illness, trust in Doctors Hospital's unwavering dedication to providing the best immediate care. For complete urgent care when you need it the most, choose Doctors Hospital, located in Georgetown, 16 Middle Road.
West Bay Pharmacy in Centennial Towers, a compounding story.
I don't think people realize how pain creeps into your life. It has a way of robbing your strength. I really don't like taking prescription medication orally.
West Bay Pharmacy in Centennial Towers. They understand.
When it comes to compounded medication, it's personal. So whenever there's a problem with some medication or treatments that's not working right, then a physician will call me and say, hey, they're having bad side effects from this medication.
Compounding pain cream changed the game. Made special for me. Significant pain relief in the form of a cream. That is a new experience for me.
It's changed his life.
It worked.
Ask your pharmacist or healthcare provider about compounding at West Bay Pharmacy in Centennial Towers. Call 914-6449.
With Orrett Connor.
Good morning. Welcome back to For the Record. Ms. Susan, did you see that comment about Facebook and whether okay, I just want to say to that listener who's inquiring about that, we're checking the Facebook system out to ensure that you're able to hear us as well. We have another birthday shout out here. So Mr. Dana Owens, happy birthday greetings going out to you from your friend, Tommy and the rest of the crew. Tommy and the crew, happy birthday greetings to Mr. Danny Owens as well. Okay, this one came in early, and I want to read this now. This person says, seems to be something stirring in the brack, and I want to find that. So, okay, here we go. Yes. So this person has written and said, "Good morning, sir. Blessings in Jesus' glorious name. Kindly make an announcement." No, sorry. I got the wrong one. Sorry. Here we go. Morning, sir. Blessings. There is a disturbing development on Cayman Brack regarding the removal of our dedicated and outstanding dentist, Dr. George. Authorities are being asked by us, the citizens, for a response. And then I asked whether or not they could provide additional information or additional details on this situation. And they said no, only that it seems to be a forced situation, but they're uncertain. But word is out on the street, and we are upset. So apparently there's word out on the street about the possible reassignment of Dr. George in Cayman Brack. If any of you know anything about it, please feel free to call in and tell us what exactly the situation may be over there as well. Do we have any callers on hold, Miss Susan? No callers on hold? Okay, Miss Carrie Bush is celebrating a birthday, and happy birthday greetings are coming from Miss Nellie Wells to Miss Carrie Bush as well. Okay, this was a pretty long one, but I will share this with you. Person says, so we can come together to decriminalize ganja, laughing out loud, but can't increase the speed limit. The bypass should not have a bike lane. I will take issue with you on that one. Tell me why the bypass shouldn't have a bike lane. On highways, we know certain highways there are no bike lanes on there because of the speeds that vehicles are allowed to go at. But here in the Cayman Islands, we don't really have that option of the various roads that you can cycle on. When we're cycling in the mornings, most riders take the bypass because it does have a bike lane as opposed to the spots straight road. So why shouldn't we have a bike lane? Then they go on to say that the speed limit should at least be 50 miles per hour or have a fast lane and a slow lane. Again, on this 2x4 island, where are you in a hurry to go? What do you need 50 mile an hour speed limit for? What you tell me? Where you have to get to in such a hurry that you want to put your life and others at risk driving at 50 miles an hour and on safe roads. Tell me, please. The person goes on to say, driving fast is one thing. I do it all the time. But let's be clear, reckless driving is the real issue. Well, I would say a combination of fast driving and reckless driving is the issue. They go on to say that's what causes accidents, not speed alone. I agree. And let's not overlook the biggest danger of all, driving under the influence, whether it's alcohol, drugs, or anything that impairs judgment. It's those choices that truly put lives at risk. They go on to write, the slogan, speed kills, oversimplifies the problem, creating a stereotype that blames speed itself. In reality, you can drive fast and still be safe if you're responsible and in control. Just saying. That comment there, writer, is almost like the driver who says that I can drive better when I have a few drinks under my belt than when I am sober. Simply can't be right, can't be true at all. They go on to say another important issue to raise with our political representatives in relation to the grand plan of the Road to 100,000 initiative and its implications for infrastructure, particular roadways. How can we continue to increase the population when our current infrastructure is already struggling to support the existing load? This is particularly evident in the road network, which seems to be developing inefficiently. The approach appears to prioritize accommodating people without addressing how to effectively manage the increased strain on our transportation system. This is a long one, but I can share a little bit more with you before we go to our headline news. It says one potential solution is to explore vertical expansion of our road infrastructure. For instance, we could develop dedicated elevated lanes for east to west traffic with strategically placed exits at key locations. This would help alleviate congestion and improve traffic flows, offering a more sustainable alternative to roundabouts, which have proven to act as bottlenecks rather than effective traffic mitigations. Additionally, pedestrian safety must be addressed with greater focus rather than installing more pedestrian crossings, which often contribute to accidents. We should invest in overpasses. This would provide a safe and more efficient option for pedestrians while minimizing interruptions in the flow of traffic. The root issue lies in bringing a significant number of new residents to Cayman without concurrently ensuring that our infrastructure, particularly the roads, can support the increased demand. Addressing these concerns proactively will be critical to achieving sustainable development. And I agree with many points there. I disagree with some as well. And again, when we're building our roads, the focus should not always be on vehicular traffic, motorized traffic. It has to be in relation to pedestrians, other road users like bike riders, because bike riders pay their taxes. They pay import duties and everything else, so they have just as much a right to the road as any other road user. With that, folks, we reach top of the hour headline news. Please stay tuned for the record. We'll be back immediately after headline news.
From Radio Cayman's newsroom, this is Headlines. Local, regional, international news.
The headline news is brought to you by Kirk Market and Health Services Authority.
I'm April Cummings with your latest headlines. Police say they're cracking down after an increase of reports of illegal dirt bikes and reckless behavior on those dirt bikes on the roads. Police have been getting reports about riders traveling at high speeds, weaving in and out of traffic, and other unsafe driving techniques. The bikes are not legal for road use, and violators can face fines and even prison time, depending on the offense. Heavy snow and freezing rain caused hundreds of crashes in Virginia and left tens of thousands of residents in the dark as the Central Appalachians and parts of the Mid-Atlantic states braced for heavy rains today. Meanwhile, California readied for a storm that could flood areas ravaged by the recent wildfires. The National Weather Service reported that 14.5 inches of snow fell over a 24-hour in Iron Gate, Virginia, as of Tuesday night. The World Soccer Body, in a statement yesterday, said that FIFA is aware of the ongoing legal proceedings in Miami, describing the alleged offenses as serious and of a personal matter with no link to his work at FIFA. He's been suspended with immediate effect and until further notice. The Miami Herald reported Jack Coles was detained Friday by federal agents from Homeland Security Investigations at a hotel near the FIFA offices in the Coral Gables neighborhood.
Radio Cayman. More news available at www.radiocayman.gov.ky. Check out our social media pages: Facebook, YouTube, X, formerly Twitter. Radio Cayman Headline News.
Looking for fresh, healthy food that's full of flavor? Then you've got to visit Kirk Market. Our dishes are made with fresh, high-quality ingredients. Enjoy vibrant mixed greens or satisfying pasta salads. Or try one of our delicious grill options like blackened chicken, spicy beef steak, or grilled salmon. Looking for something light and flavorful? We've got sushi rolls and poke bowls prepared daily. And don't forget to explore a hot bar or Billy Fresh salad at the salad bar. Stop by Kirk Market today for breakfast, lunch, or dinner and taste the difference. Eat well, live well with Kirk Market.
Do you have a healthcare question but not sure who to ask? Contact HSA's Patient Call Center to speak to one of our experienced clinical team members. We are here to answer your questions and help guide you through your healthcare journey. Need to make an appointment? Our team can help. Contact HSA at 949-8600 or email info@hsa.ky. At HSA, we are committed to caring for you.
With Orrett Connor.
Good morning. Welcome back to For the Record. No guests in the studio. Phone lines are open for the entire show for you, our valued listeners and supporters right here on Radio Cayman. Any subject that is fit to be aired, you can talk about it as long as it doesn't offend any of the rules that Off-Reg has in place for broadcasters as well. I am told we have 3 callers on hold. So when we have that sort of a queue, we're going to ask each caller to please be as brief as possible, even though the lines are open for callers. But we want to be respectful to the callers who are waiting behind. And we want to accommodate as many callers as possible as well. Let's take the first caller. Good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
Good morning, Ossie.
Hey, good morning. How art thou?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. You're late this morning.
Yeah, I'm late. I made Mr. McLean got in before me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm not sure about off-rig and their rules, so I need to be careful because I got plenty of things I want to carry on about. But concerning traffic, I went up to Northside this morning, Ossie, real early. And boy, Ossie, I feel sorry for the people coming from the east. Wow. It's 9 and still the traffic is bumper to bumper at Bobby Thompson.
Wow.
Roundabout, you know? So, Ossie, this thing where all these suggestions about overpass and building roads and stuff, Ossie, all the traffic is headed in the same direction, Georgetown. I don't care how much roads you put in, all the traffic go in the same place. And sooner or later, I got a bottleneck. We all got to pass Hurley's. There's nothing, Ossie, we can do there because we had allowed development in that area to a point where nothing can be done there right now. Right? And if we increase east-west, the traffic just got to come from up there a little faster, but whoever get there first going to be ahead of the one coming from Sport Street. Because right now what I see happening, why the Sport Street one is at a standstill is because the bypass most have the right of way. Because they're getting into the roundabout before the other ones that coming out of Sport Street. So if we build more roads, Ossie, and allow Seaboard Marine to bring 163 cars every Friday night, that don't make sense, Ossie. We need to limit the amount of people driving on the road on a personal level where you want to have one person in a car.
Yeah.
So we need to look into a dependable
public
transportation system where we can move 30 or 40 people in one vehicle and eliminate 30 and 40 people from coming from that right area, west, east. Let's get some express vehicles, buses coming out of East End, coming out of Northside, coming out of Bordentown, and that could eliminate hundreds
hundreds of cars. We'll see.
But do you think that those persons who currently own vehicles would transition to that type of transport? They're going to say, they possibly may say, I already have my car.
Yeah, but,
but if it proves efficient, yeah.
Oh, see, you are here on a work permit.
Oh, okay, got you.
Cancel your work permit. I get rid of you then, I bet you.
Got you, okay.
I get you off the road then. You're here on a work permit, OC. You can't tell me that you must drive. You will only drive if your work permit call for you to be a driver. Okay? Accompany a vehicle. I catch you in the night on it going movies. I'm locking you up too, you know. Oh, you better be delivering parties or something. All right? I know you got a call, so
okay.
I just want to say that the problem, building roads not going to solve the problem.
I agree, yes. I agree totally with you on
We
that.
cannot build ourselves out of traffic. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Talk to you soon.
Thank you very much, Lord Graham. Let's grab the next caller. Caller, good morning. Welcome to For the Record. Good morning. Yeah, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. How's everything with you?
Oh, not bad. I said, I called him in about the experience for Parliament. They say all of these people come in now without experience. Now, I was talking to somebody yesterday, but a couple of people I talked to. I have never been elected, but I have experience from when I was 18 years old because I have followed the Parliament very closely. And all of the stupidity and the mistakes and the neglect that they have done over the years, right? From the time I was 18, I'm 67. So I have experience to know that if I was elected, I would never make those mistakes. And if that is experience, you tell me what is experience.
Yep.
Right? If I watch you do something and you do it wrong, and I come do it wrong, no.
Yeah. You learn from their mistakes.
I learn from their mistakes. Now remember, we going back around the road again. We had a Caymanian protection law. Now in this white paper I call something about Cayman Protection Act. So 30 years gone by, they wiped out the protection that we had. Now they bring it back under something fancy named Protection Act.
Yeah, if it's only in the name, and it's not going to help us any. It's got to be substance.
Any one of the new ones that trying to get elected now, if they were successful and they do the same thing, well, I mean, they're ignorant. It's not experience then. It boils down to complete ignorance. In my books, you know, and I stand to be corrected. So, when me as a boatman, I never captain around the world, but I've been captain on boats. And if I watch you going out the channel and turn up, I ain't doing that, you know. Oh no. I'm not gonna do that. Cause you know what? You done it wrong. That's why your boat is bottom up, and you likely drown. Yeah.
Yep.
And another thing that I would like that I want to ask my Caymanian people. I heard the lady this morning calling about this guy Casalon thing, right? With the driving.
Yeah.
Tell me something. How we can get on the radio, Cayman, and belittle the President of the United States, Donald Trump, but we fear to say that a Jamaican driver's done it. That's something to think about. That's some of them things that make you go, Yeah. And see, you have a.
But before you go, I know that nomination day is on the 3rd of March. So that's when people officially become candidates. But I'm hearing some rumblings in the back that you may not be putting yourself up as a candidate. Can you comment on that?
Well, that is really in the rumbling because, I am. Well, number one, in the big league, now I don't have. Well, see, I was giving somebody a joke, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see, man needs a person like me. But do they want a person like me? That's a different thing.
Mm-hmm.
They need someone like me, but they don't want me. And I have broke history in the Cayman Islands that I asked the preachers of any denomination to come and pray, opening prayer for my campaign launch, my meetings, and not one showed up. So not even the preachers would come pray for me.
Mm.
So.
But wouldn't you look at your previous performance in terms of the number of votes that you received, right? And let's say, for instance, if the incumbent that you ran against the last time is not putting themselves up as a candidate, you would factor into the fact that here's the number of votes that I received the last time, Elvis McKeever, received the last time. I can probably make some inroads in terms of the other voters as well, since they no longer have that commitment to the incumbent because they're no longer running. You don't think it puts your prospects much better in terms of being elected, especially if it is not a head-to-head competition, just two candidates?
Yeah, but let's put it this way, we'll see. I can give anybody that's running the Eastern District, I can give any of them a rub for their money if I so desire.
Uh-huh.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
You know that. And I know it.
Uh-huh.
So, well, it's down the line, but like I said, like I talk to different candidates, and if they sing some of the verses of my song, they will get my support.
Mm-hmm.
But if they don't sing some of the verses of my song, well, we're going to negotiate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
So the little sus that we're hearing then sounds like you're sort of like confirming that.
Well, like I said, I'm still got ways. It's still a ways from sundown, but I tell you the truth, I not like to run.
Okay.
Really.
Got you.
Really.
Got you. Mr. Elvis?
Like I say,
No, go ahead. Sorry.
Like I said, only a fool can't change his mind, a dead man.
True.
So.
Well.
We think I played by ear, but yeah.
We will remain in suspense. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. Take care. You have a great day, and please stay safe as well. Folks, we're going to take a commercial break. We do have other callers on hold, I believe. We will take those callers as soon as we return. Please stay tuned for the record. We'll be back shortly.
Did you know that Doctors Hospital provides urgent care services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? And Doctors Hospital's urgent care physicians have access to the most advanced MRI and CT imaging in the Caribbean, providing reliable diagnostics when you need it most. When you need quality urgent care for an illness or injury, Doctors Hospital is here for you 24/7. Whether it's a migraine, chest or abdominal pain, shortness of breath, broken bones, or another urgent need, Doctors Hospital at the top of Walker's Road. Urgent care right now.
Shipping to the Cayman Islands is fast, reliable, and seamless thanks to Cayman Airways Cargo. Need it faster than ocean freight? Cayman Airways Cargo offers multiple cargo flights to Grand Cayman from Miami weekly, so your packages, whether big, small, or in between, will arrive in no time. You can even use a Cayman Airways Cargo US address for your online shopping. Cayman Airways Cargo is also the only carrier providing air freight services for Cayman Brac and Little Cayman. Contact us today and see why Cayman Airways Cargo was voted voted as Cayman's best cargo and logistics company in the Best of Cayman Awards. For details, visit CaymanAirways.com/cargo.
Step back in time and discover the rich history of the Cayman Islands at the National Museum. Located on the waterfront in Georgetown, the National Museum is proudly housed in the Old Courts building, Cayman's oldest standing public building. Explore captivating exhibits and learn about our unique heritage and culture. Open Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And here's the best part, Saturdays are free for residents. Don't forget to visit our museum gift shop. Every purchase helps preserve our artifacts and the historic building we call home. Visit www.museum.ky for more information.
It will be Saturday, March 1st, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The 13th Annual Rotary Central Health Check Lifesaver, a mini medical just for you, free to you. Your blood pressure, blood sugar, cholesterol, hemoglobin, weight management, and more. Free medical guidance, doctors, nurses, medical technicians, free glucometers, blood pressure monitors, subject to conditions. Save the date March 1. See you at Cost You Less West Bay Road, A.L. Thompson's Home Depot, Foster's Airport, Foster's West Bay, Savannah United Church. The Rotary Central Health Check 25 Lifesaver, March 1st, supported by the Lions Club of Tropical Gardens and the Health Services Authority of the Cayman Islands. Knowing changes everything.
Experience the soulful fusion of reggae and jazz with Benir Miller and his reggae orchestra at the 2025 Cayman Arts Festival. The multi-talented singer, songwriter and instrumentalist known for his unique blend of roots reggae, modern Caribbean and jazz. Saturday, February 15th at 7 p.m. at the Harkfield Theatre. Tickets are just $40 for adults and $15 for students. Call 922-5550 or email inquiries at caymanartsfestival.com for more details.
For the Record with Orrett Connor.
Good morning. Welcome back to For the Record. Speaking about accidents, I see where on one WhatsApp group here, someone has shared a photograph. I think it was about maybe 9 o'clock this morning of a fender bender right in front of the government administration building right here, as well. So that's, one more to add for the week as well. One of our listeners wrote and said that they didn't catch what was said about the bracknetist Dr. George, but they want to say that he's an excellent dentist, hardworking, a very kind gentleman, and we Brackers love him and hope he stays in the Brack for as our dentist for many, many years to come. Still haven't heard from anyone yet in relation to whether or not there's any truth to the rumors that one of our listeners said that they heard in relation to him being replaced. Let's go to the phone lines. Caller, good morning. Welcome to For the Record. Good morning, caller. Welcome to For the Record. No one there, Miss Susan. Caller, if you're hearing us, you're on air. Go right ahead.
Good morning, Mr. For the Record.
Good morning, Doc. How are you?
Oh, how are you? I'm fine. Just have a little head cold, but I'm okay.
Okay. You got to take care of that. Hope it's not that bug that is going around that I had for a few days as well.
Yeah, I don't know how it's going to develop, but I'm looking after it. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Listen, your last caller, we talk about experience in Parliament and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
A problem that we have in the country is that we do not take these institutions seriously. Parliament is one of the constitutional organizations, one of the constitutional organizations that forms our democracy.
Mm-hmm.
The judicial, the executive, and Parliament. And for me, and for many other scholars of the Constitution, Dicey, Phillips, and all of those people, they say that it is from Parliament that the other two branches of government get their existence and their power.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because Parliament is the one that makes the laws.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the problem that we have is that we do not understand that Parliament is such a great institution that it governs everything that we do in life through the laws that they make and through the representation from the people, that it's not just that simple. You have to have a knowledge of public administration. You have to also have the knowledge of decorum. You also have to have the knowledge of respect, your public speaking, and all of those things. And you have to abide by the precedents and institutions. Those things that is not written can't be enforced against you, but those precedents that are binding that people adhere to, those honorable gentlemen and women in Parliament abide by, that has been handed down for thousands of hundreds of years to us. It is not just going there and saying, Mr. Speaker or Madam Speaker and so forth and so forth. It is an institution that on its own, and we just take it for granted.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It is the holy grail of democracy. It is from Parliament that we get everything else.
Yep.
We got the court system, we got the judicial system, we got the premier system, we got the ministerial system, we got everything from Parliament. And to say that, you don't have to have that kind of experience and so forth and so forth, it's pure, utter nonsense. And that is the reason why we're in such a bad state today, or one of the reasons why we're in such a bad state today, because we do not understand those high institutions that give us the right to exist in our own country, and that give us the right to regulate who comes to our own country and what they can do. It is like well, it's not big business. It's like going to the store and having getting or like Roy Borden says, gathering a whole men, where you just get out there and everybody it's a free for all. It's not that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that. And the problem is that we just don't stop to understand the importance of a parliamentary democracy. And we just go on and on and on and on. And that is why people like Sir Alden McLaughlin are so concerned that it needs deep experience. You also have to have some idea of drafting and bringing laws and speaking on your feet and amending laws and proposing motions and so forth. It's like to me it's like just like a, I don't know.
So Doc, what kind of scenario we could possibly have? Let's say if even 2/3 of, or which would be 2/3 would be what, 12 members. Let's say even if 2/3 of the membership of Parliament consists of first-time parliamentarians, what sort of a scenario are we facing in our Parliament? Not only in our Parliament, but our ability to have effective and experienced candidates for ministerial positions.
It's like a fish market. Like people arguing with each other, but not getting down to the problem.
Mm-hmm.
And then what that does, it creates strong men. It creates people from the outside, who then controls them from the inside, and so forth. And that's the problem that we have. You have to be strong. People like Captain Reed and the late national hero Captain Keith and Mr. Ormond Panton and Mr. Benson Ebanks and Mr. Norman Barton and Mr. Truman Barton and Mr. Warren Conley and all those people, they understood how Parliament works. They understood what you have to know, what you have to do to be able to have to be able to continue the high office of Parliament.
Mm-hmm.
but no one has sat at their feet and learned from them. No one has sat on their feet. They don't teach that in school. They learn that from the hard way.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing like the other branch of the executive branch of government. You had people like Mr. Harry McCoy. You had people like Mr. Dennis Foster. You had people like Mr. Desmond Watler and Mr. Ernest Panton, and all those people. They learned that from the beginning. That was their lifeblood. They didn't do anything else. They were not merchants. They didn't do anything else.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They dedicated themselves to learning how the British parliamentary system of parliament works. But they don't teach that today in a university or high school or so forth. And then people just getting there, they have a few dollars, and they probably, some of them are backed by other people, and they just walk in and they say, "Oh, I want to be a representative." Well, what kind of representative you are? You probably be a representative, but according to when you coincide your experience with other parliamentarians all over the world, you look like a neophyte.
Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm.
And that's a problem. That's a problem, really. I mean, Parliament is where you get up and you debate things. You get up on your feet and you speak. People like Haig Bodden and all of those people could speak for hours with not a line written and so forth. Could speak to the issues, learn the standing orders, and learn how you debate and how you reply.
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
Yep.
Say that you don't have to have no experience and you can just go there because it's like a cat boat or something. It really makes me wonder where we're going and how we're going to get there.
Yep.
Really.
Doc, thank you very much for again your invaluable comments, your commentary, and your observations as well. Folks, we have two other callers on hold. We're going to a commercial break. When we return, we will engage with those callers. Please stay tuned for the record. We'll be back shortly.
Sale, sale, sale. Red Friday sale this Valentine's Day, February 14th at Reflection. Save on kids, men's and women's selected style shoes and sneakers. Brands like Nike, Puma, Reebok and Dockers, 50% off. Adidas all collections at 60% off. Ladies jeans and select styles at 50% off. And ladies tops from $9.99. Men step out in Levi's $5.50. Now 25% off. All accessories and handbags now 50% off. Reflections, we love our customers and you love our prices. Shop the Red Friday sale this Valentine's Day at Reflections and be entered to win 2 Cayman Airways tickets.
There you go, sir. Thanks for choosing JN Money Transfer.
Boy, thanks to JN Money Transfer, I can stay right here in Cayman and pay mama bills back home in Jamaica. Her water, light, phone and other bills never late. Every month I pay everything in one place.
Make payments to over 30 companies in Jamaica through JN Money Transfer. Fast, affordable, convenient. Call 1-800-744-1163 for details.
Can you imagine your home completely organized? At Brand Source Custom Closets, we can. We specialize in designing and building custom closets and storage units for any room in your home, including the garage. With tailored designs and custom LED lighting solutions to fit your lifestyle and budget. Our custom closets expert is committed to enhancing the value of your home with a solution that is uniquely yours. Visit our showroom or call 623-6774 to schedule a no-obligation appointment with our design expert. Brand Source Custom Closets, 209 Dorothy Drive, Industrial Park.
My mom's a superhero. She always knows what to do when I feel icky. Yesterday, we went to West Bay Pharmacy, and they had everything she needed. Medicine, my favorite Band-Aids with dinosaurs, and even flavored vitamins. Mom says they keep our family healthy. I think they're magic. But don't tell anyone. I think superhero shop at West Bay Pharmacy. West Bay Pharmacy, where the superheroes shop. West Bay Pharmacy and Centennial Towers. Convenient quality care is just around the corner.
Shipping to the Cayman Islands is fast, reliable, and seamless thanks to Cayman Airways Cargo. Need it faster than ocean freight? Cayman Airways Cargo offers multiple cargo flights to Grand Cayman from Miami weekly, so your packages, whether big, small, or in between, will arrive in no time. You can even use a Cayman Airways Cargo US address for your online shopping. Cayman Airways Cargo is also the only carrier providing air freight services for Cayman Brac and Little Cayman. Contact us today and see why Cayman Airways Cargo was voted as Cayman's best cargo and logistics company in the Best of Cayman Awards. For details, visit caymanairways.com/cargo.
For the Record with Orrett Connor.
Good morning. Welcome back to For the Record. We have two callers. I just want to say to our listeners as well, those who listen but not necessarily call in, if the time allows, I will share with you in the United Kingdom Parliament what the procedures are in relation to making a correction to the Hansard. I would also say that if the standing orders of our Parliament here in the Cayman Islands do not cover that, then we would look at the usage in the how it is applied in the UK, or we would go to Erskine May, which is the parliamentary Bible, as well. Let's grab the caller. Good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
Good morning again. Sorry about calling you back.
That's okay. That's okay. Don't apologize.
I'm glad Dr. Maxfield came on just before me here, because he explained it quite well. But just let me see, inexperience. I was inexperienced when I went in there. Remember, there were 6 of us went in there, including Alden and Ralston, C.G. and the boy from Martin from Timberback.
Right.
No, see, we had people to teach us. And in the absence of that, you could have some problems. You could have some concerns and take you a very long time to reach where you need to reach. But nevertheless, that is put aside. See, I will tell you, there were many nights, and you can ask Alden. Remember now, it took Alden 12 years to become premier. You can ask Alden. You know the many nights that Roy, Gilbert, Linford beat us on the floor of the Parliament about procedure and our conduct and the convention, and we had to drive through the back roads not to face embarrassment. People will never know that. Last time, the next time you see him, the next time you talk to him, that's how that works. Okay, but we learned fast. Herein lies the difference. We learned very fast, and don't you take anything from that gentleman. Okay, I don't want anybody to take anything from him.
Yep.
Okay. Anyway, see. Steve touched on something. Dr. Steve Maxfield touched on something about the separation of powers and about how they exist. Now, we like to say that the 3 arms of government, the executive, the courts, and parliament, coexist. However, like Dr. Maxfield said, they are enabled by parliament. What does that make Parliament? Supreme. Overall.
Yep.
Overall. Gilbert McLean taught me something in there. So I now want you to remember from this day forward that this place is sacrosanct. And this was early in my tenure, very early in my tenure. And I have never forgotten that. There is none other. See, I want the people of this country to remember this. You must be in awe of that place. You must revere that place. You must aspire to reach that lofty position. Do not take it as a fish shop. It is not a fish shop. My greatest accomplishment in life was when the people of East End entrusted me with their political future. And that lasted for 20 years. I will forever be indebted to the people of East End.
Yeah.
I will never do anything that would harm or otherwise take away from the people of East End.
Got you.
Oh, see, what I really call you
Okay, very quickly because we have several callers on hold.
what I really call you about an example of myself as a member of Parliament. I spoke quite disparagingly, or not disparagingly, but factually, about an individual who, when I was minister, tried to stop me from building the road down in Governor's Harbour.
Right.
Christine Maltman, her husband. On the floor of Parliament, the record will reflect, she took it upon herself to write the Speaker, who was then Mayor Lawrence, about striking it from the record. You know what she nearly got? If I wasn't talked down by people like Mayor McKeever Bush, I was bringing a contempt of Parliament to the floor of Parliament on her. She almost got a contempt of Parliament. But were it not for people like Alden who talked me down, and that, you know that little fellow out of Northwood, right? Not little, but you know the white.
Yes, yeah.
And the man, the tall man from up of Pedro, Tony Eden. Well, you know, and he put his arm around your shoulders. That was the end of it. You hear what I tell you?
Got you. I'm going to share what the British Parliament says in relation to it as well, but we're going to try to grab a few more callers. We're running out of time. Mr. McLean, thank you very, very much for sharing that with us as well. Let's go to our WhatsApp caller now. Caller, good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
Hello, good morning, Mr. O.C. Rambo speaking.
Hey, morning, Rambo. How are you?
Yeah, good health and strength. Mr. O.C., you see, apparently, they have incumbents that resigned, right, officially, and they have aspiring candidates. However,
when you say resign, when you say resign, Rambo, you mean those who are choosing not to contest the next election, not to run.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not declaring, they're not contesting.
Yeah.
So one time I called you on Northward, right, and I was telling you they are conduits, learning individuals. However, Mr. O.C., the three arms or branches, right, the same ones that want to run for office now, right? They know the basic, right? The legislative branch makes laws into existence. Executive branch enforce laws within accredited sanctions and makes policy. And finally, the judicial branch interpret laws. However, Mr. O.C., you need to synthesize components, which is decisive, rendering, and gradually, right? And importantly, incidental, principal, and substantive motions. O.C., first of all, Mr. O.C., I consider you a journalist, right? But over the years, what came my downfall is, you can't be a journalist and an activist simultaneously. You understand? That method not abstract. You feel me?
Because as a journalist, you have to be objective.
Exactly. Right? Intermediary. Right? And Mr. O.C., in Parliament, you have a lot of disputes, controversial disputes, which is polemical. You're going to get that now. And with the downfall, with strong candidates or who the Parliament now, they operate very on communication, very reserved and secretive, right? The public word is I stammer now. Resistantly, yeah, that's a proper word. Yeah, so that's the downfall, and they have a disdain, right? A reject, not scorn. You know, because they've been there or done that. You understand? It's across the board now.
Yep.
But the whole reticently on communicative reserve. So that's downfalling. in hypothetical, in layman terms, Mr. OC, the last election was our election, right? And this one's simultaneous some sort of way.
Yeah.
So the whole environment of it, Mr. OC, obviously we have alliance, we will have it. But the last, we see. One of my contribution today.
Okay. Thank you very much. We want to try to grab the next caller or go to the commercial break, Ms. Susan? We're going to go to the commercial break. How many callers do we have on hold, Ms. Susan? Just one caller. We're going to leave it at that one caller because I want to share how we go about in the UK Parliament amending the Hansards. Please stay tuned for the record. We'll be back shortly.
Did you know that you can send money transfers to financial institutions anywhere in Jamaica with JN Money?
You mean I can send money straight to my account and cut out the middleman?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. You send your own money to your own account, giving you peace of mind that the money is in your account.
JN Money Transfers to Financial Institution is another convenient service offered by JN Money. You can have this done from any JN Money location. Deposit your money straight to your account without the hassle of asking someone to do it for you. JN Money Transfers to Financial Institutions, making life easier.
Looking for fresh, healthy food that's full of flavor? Then you've got to visit Kirk Market. Our dishes are made with fresh, high-quality ingredients. Enjoy vibrant mixed greens or satisfying pasta salads. Or try one of our delicious grill options like blackened chicken, spicy beef steak, or grilled salmon. Looking for something light and flavorful? We've got sushi rolls and poke bowls prepared daily. And don't forget to explore a hot bar or Billy Fresh salad at the salad bar. Stop by Kirk Market today for breakfast, lunch, or dinner and taste the difference. Eat well, live well with Kirk Market.
Your dream home starts with a vision, and often inspiration is at the heart of that vision. Brand Source Home Gallery's in-house designers are here to help bring your vision to life. Whether you're remodeling or building a new home, Brand Source Home Gallery is your one-stop solution. Explore their kitchen cabinets, sinks, faucets, bath fixtures, tubs, vanities, and more. Let Brand Source's designers help and inspire you with your next project. Call 623-5000 and schedule an appointment with a design expert at Brand Source Home Gallery, Dorsey Drive, Industrial Park, serving Cayman for 50 years.
At Kirk's Home Center, we can make your life much better. We got it all together. We got a great deal in store for you. From cookware to stereos, from power just to plumbing supplies. Yeah, we got the best goods with the best price and a service to make you smile. Kirk's Home Center, we got a great deal in store for you.
Step back in time and discover the rich history of the Cayman Islands at the National Museum. Located on the waterfront in Georgetown, the National Museum is proudly housed in the Old Courts Building, Cayman's oldest standing public building. Explore captivating exhibits and learn about our unique heritage and culture. Open Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And here's the best part, Saturdays are free for residents. Don't forget to visit our museum gift shop. Every purchase helps preserve our artifacts and the historic building we call home. Visit www.museum.ky for more information.
With Orrett Connor.
Good morning and welcome back to For the Record. We're on the last leg of the show this morning. Our last caller on air. Caller, good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
Good morning, Ossie.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm pretty good, thanks.
I just want to pick up on the comments that Dr. Markfield made. I mean, he is spot on. And I mean, this is something that, I mean, Ossie, that you, me, and everybody else that got any, sense knows that just because I'm a nice person, I'm well-liked, everybody respects me, it does not qualify you to run a country, right? So when is this going to stop? I mean, I think that the people is part of the problem, because once you get a couple of them elected officials, and they see that they are losing some of their support, then they go and they look for, these people that are big supporters of those, even though they are not qualified to do this job. And then they go and then they start campaigning, and oh well, boy, this person is a really nice person. I mean, she's well known, she's well respected, but it's no way. This has to stop, OC, and that's the only how this country is going to go forward. Because you, like Dr. Macfield said, I mean, you have to have all of the abilities and the tools and the education and everything that goes, the experience, right? Feel and everything else to be able to run a country. And even though you can fail in certain things, because I mean, with all the technology we got today, I mean, there's always something coming up new and ways to do things. And just a quick tip on what Graham, Mr. Rankin, said earlier about the people driving. Oh, see, we didn't have the problems in this country that we are having today because every Tom, Dick, and Harry come here now that is working for the people, the expatriates that has families. They want people that drives a car, and this is adding tremendous strain on the roads of our country. I mean, I shouldn't have to be in line for somebody and wait for somebody to come that is in this country or come into the country. I mean, we should be in front. We should be number one. But because everybody now come here now and they want everything they want, and they are getting what they want, and there's nobody to say, well, you know what? No, you can't have this. You can have a helper, but you gonna have to provide or make other arrangements for your kids to be picked up. Whether there's buses starting that will accommodate and go around and pick up kids from school and deliver them for a fee or something like that. I like a company like. And for the government, I mean, in order for that to work, they would have to provide their own bus service in order to pick up their people. I mean, there's always a way for these things to work. There's no, well, it can't work. Not because you see it from one angle and I see it from a different angle. It doesn't mean it can't work. If the government say, well, look, we're going to provide buses for our people, we're going to pick them up, and if they want to stop off at Hurley's on the way up, we can do that. But a private, what they call public bus, which is not public in this country, it's privately owned. They are not going to stop by Foster, Hurley's or any place and say, look, I give you 10, 15 minutes, you run and do what you got to do, and we can drop you back home comfortable. There's always a way that, things can be fixed by OC, but, we just, I don't know. We cannot continue going to where we're going. OC, you know this, and the majority of Caymanians know this. We just need to get people that Dr. Steele said, Frank Macfield, Steele said, to run the country that knows, and I want to say to all of these so-called things that think that they are capable of running a country, please don't put your name out there. I'm begging you, because we're going to hell and we're going fast enough. I'll see my friend. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, caller, as well. And I just want to add to what caller, spoke about as well. Because a person has a gift of gab, that they can talk good, doesn't mean that they're going to make a good politician. Many people say to me, OC, why don't you run? You know this, you know that. Yeah, maybe I know how to talk well. I've done some, I know about administration. I know about the various, things in government, as well. I feel flattered when people tell me that, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I feel that makes me competent to be, a representative, a parliamentarian, a politician as well. We also need to question those political party leaders in terms of the choices that they make or their committees or whatever, in terms of the choices that they make in relation to the candidates that they will be fielding in the election. Because you will have some leaders who simply want to lead and will be the leader, and all they want, or what they're looking for in the rest of their candidates is yes persons, yes men or yes women as well. So we have to be careful about that. Not to say that the pool of qualified, capable candidates in the Cayman Islands is limited. There are many out there, and we need to start to think about how we're going to be able to attract them into not politics, folks, not politics, but administering the laws, making policy, good policy decisions in relation to the Cayman Islands. How do we harness that energy that we have out there? How do we harness that expertise that we have out there? One way to do it, and we know that Cayman, they're resistant to change. They don't want to talk about change. They don't want to talk about at-large, voting. They don't want to talk about having a bicameral legislature where you have an upper house and a lower house, and the upper house, the Senate, is comprised of members who are nominated, meaning that they don't have to be elected. But what you have is that you have a pool that you can choose from in terms of ministers who are capable of administering the Cayman Islands, for us. So I only have 6 minutes left. Two things I want to cover, and the last, I'm keeping the best for last, because so the UK Parliament, they have something on their website, MP's Guide to Procedure, making a correction to the Hansard. Remember, I referred you to the article in Cayman News Service, about the statement made by the Premier and the fact that the DOE is seeking to have the Hansards amended or corrected, and that they have passed that information on to the Premier's office. So in the UK Parliament, says that after making a speech, you may realize that you inadvertently included some incorrect content, and you wish to correct the record given the accurate information. This can only be done to correct an error. It cannot be done to provide new information or to continue an argument. Goes on to say that you can make a correction in one of two ways. One, by making a point of order in the chamber, which Hansard will then cross-reference with your original speech. If you wish to do this, please use something similar to the following form of words so that your correction can be clearly made. On a point of order, I wanted to come to the House to correct something I said on a particular date recorded in column, and you give the number of the Hansard that was factually incorrect. I said that and whatever, inaccurate, I said that. I have since learned that this is not accurate, and that what the accurate thing is. So they actually lead you through the process in terms of what you need to say to correct it. You can also make changes by contacting Hansard and asking to submit a written correction. To do this, you contact the Hansard managing editors, and they give you the information as to how to contact them. The correction should be similar to the following form of words. I have identified an error in my speech, or / question on, and you give the date and you give the column and stuff like that, and then you go on to say the correct information should have been, and you say what the correct information is. If you have written correction, if your written correction is being used to provide new information or to continue an argument, then it is not a valid correction and will not be treated as such. And an example they give in that, it says, member says that their local council had neglected a budget of, had ring-fenced a budget of £60,000 for some repair works. In fact, the figure was £50,000. They could correct the record with the accurate figure. A correction could not be made to provide updated figures, as well. So there we go with that. So folks, I am told two things I want to mention. It looks as if the financial industry of sorts and some Caymanian publications seem to want to get into a tiff with Bermuda about reinsurance and about attracting people. We had a tit for tat at one point in time with our leader of government business, or premier, and the premier of Bermuda. We don't want to go through that again. Bermuda is a sister overseas territory. We have many things in common. We have many things that are different in terms of our history as well. The history of slavery in Bermuda, completely different, and racial discrimination, completely different from what we have here in the Cayman Islands. Let's not stir that up because everyone wants to line their pockets with more money in the financial services industry. Please don't do that, and I'm going to address it further later on, when the opportunity arises. I'm also saying that you should keep your ears close to the ground, because there some statutory bodies, there may be some changes in relation to the membership of those statutory bodies, whether or not the changes, not who is being changed, but the mere fact that a change is taking place will be controversial as well. But maybe before the day is out, maybe tomorrow, you will hear some news about changes to a very, very influential statutory authority. I will say no more at this point in time. Just keep your ears close to the ground. Folks, I want to thank all of you who participated this morning. We want to continue to do more of that, where we give you our greatest panelists, the listeners, the callers, and we know many of you listen more than actually call in, and we certainly appreciate that. We appreciate all the WhatsApp messages that you send to us as well. We try to share as many as we possibly can. If they're long, then we try to abbreviate them at some point in time. So I want to thank all of you for your contribution. I also want to remind you that we are our brothers and our sisters' keepers. There is always someone out there who's less fortunate than we are, and I implore you to extend a helping hand to them. If you can't do that, then I suggest you donate to a worthy charity, because we always want to consider those who need, not necessarily those who want or even those who crave. So, folks, have a great day. Continue to support your radio station, Radio Cayman. Join Sterling Dwayne Ebanks at 12:15 for Talk Today, and as usual, we ask the good Lord, please, please, please continue to bless these three beautiful, wonderful Cayman Islands.
For the Record, proudly brought to you by
Brand Source Home Gallery, inspiring luxury, and JN Money. From abroad to yard. Fast, affordable, convenient. Doctors Hospital. Peace of mind is important when life happens. Doctors Hospital, always there for you. Call 949-6066. And Cayman Airways. Call them on 949-2311 to book your nonstop flights to Los Angeles and Panama. And Kirk Market. Experience a world of choice. And the Cayman Islands National Museum. Explore captivating exhibits and learn about our unique heritage and culture.
We are Radio Cayman, covering Cayman Brac, Little Cayman, and Grand Cayman.